What's going on, you guys? Yeah, everyone grab their pink comforter.
I got the worst haircut ever. This is my haircut. Look at that.
Oh, and then you said Pat Dixon does have a past.
He's DeVito. His chin is kinda neato. He's Ray DeVito. He is a Guido. He's not a pedo. His name is Ray DeVito. Problems with his pedo. He's kind of retardito. Is Ray DeVito. His chin is pretty neato. That Ray DeVito. Your information he'll repeat-o. That stinky Guido. That's Ray DeVito. Rock Bottom podcast starts now.
What's up? What's going on, you punks? Welcome, Rock Bottom Podcast. How are you, Gracie? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I forgot how epic that theme song is.
Oh, it's epic.
Tony Award to your composer.
Tony Awards. That's I believe his name is Uncle Poopy.
Oh wow!
Uncle.
Like
Yes.
legally?
I think
You're
legally
like, he goes
that's
by
his name.
Steven, but his legal name is Uncle Poopy.
Uncle Poopy.
Wow.
Uncle Poopy sent that. No. I mean, that's Bedabbler. I'm sorry. That's Bedabbler.
Okay, yeah.
El Horrible, Bedabbler, Tukey, whatever he's calling himself. But this is what Uncle Poopy sent me. This new. This is Gracie Canaan, everywhere. I did not say her full
Hi,
name.
everybody.
But I'm going to take us off screen. That was Uncle Poopy. That's me sleeping on a treadmill, laundry baskets, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, that's him. Okay, I was like, wait,
That's
am I being
Uncle
pulled
Poop.
out of it? I was like, is my Wi-Fi situation? Okay, so Uncle Poopy did the AI, like the artwork.
Yeah, he did the artwork in the back.
I love
That's
that.
what.
I love that.
That's what he
amazing.
did.
You need good people who can carry out your vision like that. How have you been? I saw you a few weeks ago at a show. I was on your show. Very fun. Thank you.
It was a great time. That was at the stand. That was that's awesome. And then our show this Tuesday, they got the Netflix thing, so they're closing the upstairs room. So
yeah,
I do not have
Netflix for someone special.
It's I don't know. It's a showcase for Netflix.
Oh.
I'm not on it. I'm not on it. I didn't get it.
It's funny, like audition thingy.
Yeah, I'm not on it. I didn't get asked to perform on it. I'm on the sidelines.
I know the feeling. Let's start this podcast episode at rock bottom and work our way up.
Yes, we are at rock bottom. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't think I'm at rock bottom. I think I'm like in the crevice going down. Does that make sense? But I could go either way. It's like dependent. Like I could either just drop or I could keep climbing. I feel like that's most of us, but
well, last time you were here, you were doing a Kickstarter for your movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we finished the movie. It was awesome. It was a very packed 2-day shoot. The team was amazing. We ended up shooting in the club where I dance.
Oh, really? Can you say the name of the club or?
I'm not going. I mean,
or you don't want to.
If someone's really like determined to find it, it's not hard to do some digging. But I feel like there should be a filter process so I don't get any like serial killers.
Okay, I got you. All right.
But it is it was very cool to film in the same place where I dance, the same like literal corner where I do meet most of my customers. And then it was also where Anora was filmed. So if you guys don't know what Anora is, it's like a film that's nominated for Best Picture. And it's about like a dancer who, starts a relationship with a customer. And it was very cool to go see that movie and like the first shot be the same shot. So that was really great. And now we're submitting to festivals. We've already gotten into a couple Oscar qualifying festivals, which is really cool, and we'll see, and we'll try to leverage it into something. But thank you if anyone here supported.
Where can people see it?
So that's the thing about like indie festival things is we have to keep it under wraps because a lot of these festivals require like premiere status. That being said, If anyone is interested, DM me, and I'm not publicly going to say that I'll send you the link, but I'm happy to share my creativity. So yeah, it'll be under wraps probably for like the next year, because most of the top tier festivals won't accept you if you've streamed online. So
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
but
And you talk about that in your act too. Like you enjoyed your time dancing. You said people respect you more when you were dancing than they did at your day job.
yeah, and that's kind of the whole theme of the movie. It's like the plot is that she's a dancer. She comes at like she bumps into her day job boss, who's like very overworks her, and she's like an assistant to him. And yeah, that was kind of the theme, and picking out like, okay, it's a short film. We only have 11 minutes, right, or 15 minutes or whatever. We have to focus on like one aspect of this. And the first thing that came to mind was like, I was like, wow, I built up so much confidence when I was dancing. Not every dancer's experience. It can be very exploitative, all these things. I'm not saying it's like a blanket thing, but my personal experience was really great. And I am trying to talk about it more on stage.
Right. How long did you dance for?
I still do.
Oh, you still dance?
I still do. I still go in if I have like a regular coming in, so it's really sporadic, but it's hard to say no to like easy cash. Like even if I don't need it as much as I did, I'm like, hey, it's a fun, easy time. I leave with cash.
How much can you make? Can you say like what you'd make, or
hypothetically, if the
Right.
IRS is listening?
Okay, all right. You don't.
Yeah, I don't work. This is all
Okay.
promotion for the
Right.
bit.
It's all for the film to promote
Yeah,
the film.
exactly. It's all promotion for the film. But I would say, I mean, I don't know. Like a good night is like people. I bet if there are any like sex workers, are like pff, loser. But I would say for me, a good night, I don't stay past 12, so I would say like 800 to grand, and then
In a night?
yeah, you can do
Damn.
that depending on like
Wow.
if you have a regular coming in, how like much you want to hustle. And I would say that's for like 4 hours. And then the lower spectrum is like 300 to 400, which is still worth it. It's still like more than I charge hourly for my freelance work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's fun. It's a fun time. Like I've met a lot of cool people this way. And we can get into this later or whenever. I've recently been using the contacts I make there to promote and feed into other platforms that I have. So yeah, I still very much enjoy it. And like, as weird as it sounds, it was so helpful to me in financial liberation in like a very emotional way.
Yeah.
That it will always it like will be like a warm fuzzy for me. So I don't know. Yeah. And a lot of people think I'm like 22. So
What's that?
And a lot of people think I'm younger than I am. So
Right.
I think that helps. Yeah.
What are you, like 46?
Yeah.
Yeah,
52,
yes, I'm joking. Come on now.
halfway to dead. I act inside like a 52-year-old man, as in I'm just like disinterested and like just gross. But on the outside, I have to maintain the femininity to get ahead in life.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And then you talk about dating. You date both men and women.
Yeah, I would say I'm not gonna like front. I would say like any bad bisexual woman, I date mostly men.
Okay, all right.
And I think it's mostly because like a lifestyle thing. I just find, I mean, right now I'm really pulling back on dating. Like I need to make more time for myself, more for
Me
comedy.
too. I'm making time for myself. That's what I tell myself. That's why I'm single. I'm making time for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Clearly I'm making time for me.
Voluntarily celibate. No, if you want to feel good, just like I spent like 10 minutes reading up on Charlize Theron's like 10-year single stint, which to be fair, I would also do after dating Sean Penn. But
How did it end with her and Sean Penn? Was it good?
probably horribly. I think he has a reputation of being like a little asshole. But yeah, so I think like but yeah, I
How do you
have
know that? Why are you
dated.
saying that about Sean Penn? I like his acting.
I like his acting too, but it's just like I used to like. I'm not gonna
He
guess.
dated Madonna. He's
Okay,
he's dating a model, Valerie
I'm
Nikoff.
sure he is. That is my like. I'll probably get gayer the older I get
Me
because
too.
I
I'll
want
probably
some
get
like
gayer. the more-
wow, right? Because
I'm
it
not.
would be so easy for you to like not be maybe not. You could be a gay man and be like single, but it would be so easy for you to get laid. Like, just do it.
No,
But
I know. I've been around gay dudes. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's that difficult.
oh man, if I were a man, I
Seems
would
like
just
it's
be,
easy pickings.
if I were a straight man, I would just be like willing myself to be gay. I would be like, just
I'm
let
not. I'm
me
not gay, but I'm just saying. It just seems like it'd be more. Seems like it would be
streamlined.
easier. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be better for comedy too. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, how about this for diversity? You could just go out and fool around and then be like, I'm a straight man who's fooled around. Braver than being a gay comedian. So just food for thought. Just food for thought.
Okay. By the way, you're holding that hold that microphone out. Like hold it
Out.
away from your mouth for a second.
Like this. Is that better?
No. Just hold it far away and still talk.
Oh, like this.
Yeah.
Is that
Anyways,
better?
no, your computer's picking up the mic.
Okay, but this is good.
No, the mic's not working.
The mic's not working.
No, the computer is the microphone. That's what I was noticing. If you want to change it, you go to click settings on the bottom, go to audio, and then we'll see mic. Just click it to where you're at. But yeah, there you go. All right, now talk.
All right. Now we just have to like better.
Yeah. But hold it a little. It's still a hot mic. Just hold it down a little bit. But it's now the mic is working at least.
Good. Amazing. I'll hold it right
Yeah.
here. Wow. So do we need to like
No.
talk about everything? Play it back, memorize it. We'll do the
Yeah.
whole chat verbatim.
She's bisexual. She makes she makes a bunch of money dancing.
I didn't plan to be
what's your
this
go-to
person.
Yeah, what's your go-to song?
Oh, I don't dance. So, all right. The thing about where I work and the places I've always worked is it's not like a typical club. So they're called like lap dance parties. And you don't like there's the whole appeal of it is that you go there, you feel like you're just at a party with like there's no people wearing underwear coming up to you and being like, you want dance? Like you want to dance?
Okay.
It's like you feel like you're at a party. And so there's not really a stage or pole. I mean, there's like one in our club and like the people go there mostly as like a little sexy bonus thing. But yeah, so I don't dance on stage and I don't pole dance because I would probably detract from customers because I just look like a if you put like a wet noodle on a ceiling fan.
Okay.
If I dance, I have no control because those things spin. They're not, they're not stationary poles. Like you could get up there and spin around. And so it's just momentum. It's just terrible. So I don't really have a go-to song for that reason. But
what? So you don't? All right. I would. I mean, I could dance to like. If I was, I don't know. I like '90s hip hop. Would that be?
I mean, I can make a lot of stuff work. But every once in a while, when like we don't have a DJ and it's just like the bouncer who I fucking love playing his playlist, sometimes I'm like, God damn it, Simon! Like how am I supposed to make this work? But usually, I like really
What's he playing?
moody.
Okay. What's he playing?
I don't
Eagles?
know.
Is he playing the Eagles?
That would be amazing. I'd be like, I can make this work. If I was dancing on like a hot 50, like 60 something dad, that would be like, he would finish, immediately. Like that would be game over. But no, anything, it's like, I want like slow and sexy, but not like too slow that there's not a beat. And then I'm not into just like the super slutty top 40. Like if like WAP came on, I'd be like, ugh, fine. But like
Duran Duran, I like Duran Duran.
I could make it work. I
Girls on
usually
film. 2 minutes later, girls on
I'm not
film.
enough of a Duran Duran fan. I'm not enough of a Duran fan to know that
Hungry
one.
Like the Wolf, The Reflex. Come on.
I know. I don't like if I heard these songs, not saying that your singing isn't amazing, but if I
No,
heard
it's
and recognized these songs, I would probably know. But
no
I'm bad with
tourist,
pop
no
culture.
tourist. Oh,
This should be the
I'm
rest of the
butchering.
podcast. Just you singing Duran Duran songs and me being like,
We've done that before. It's happened.
you're like, when
It's
we've had
happened.
guests fall through and it's just me solo show asking our streamers like when to. Oh, that's
Me
so
singing my
funny.
songs. That's what I'll do.
Perfect.
Got
I
a
love
few
that.
super chats. Read these. Dr. Harley Quinn. Oh my God. Ray has another normal, pretty girl on his show. Don't mess this up, Ray. Ray, ask about her obsession with space
His
heaters.
obsession.
With
Your
his-
obsession.
I guess I have a space heater. Yeah,
Who
there's
doesn't love space heaters? It's actually
Yes!
very refreshing to meet a man with a space heater. I think that's very brave of
Yeah.
you. It makes you a feminist and an ally because men, I don't know if you know this, never are cold. And if they are, they don't want to
I'm
admit
cold.
that they're cold. Good.
I'm cold. I'm cold all the time.
And you
I-
don't have weights, you have cardio. You're
No, that's a
very
treadmill. I don't use this treadmill. I'm gonna run today. I gotta drive. I'm at MS Theater. If you're in Pennsylvania, go to MS Theater tomorrow night. I'll be there. But I gotta drive to New York City when we're done here. But I'm gonna stop on the way and run on a treadmill somewhere. I gotta run. I didn't get to run yesterday, but I gotta run every day. I got
we got a lot. That's a very common thing with comedians too. It's like you would think of us as very like stagnant people who are just sitting around smoking weed, which there's a time
lot
and a
of those.
place.
There's a
But
lot.
we have like
There's a lot of
like
that.
I know so many comedians that I'm like they're like if I don't like exhaust my body, I will just like my demons will multiply. I've started doing boxing.
I have anxiety. I have ADHD, and if I don't
Yeah,
run to get it out, then I
it just
can't fall.
festers.
Yeah, I can't fall asleep at night. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not good at that. What's your what do you call it? What's your go-to? So you started boxing.
I started boxing. I've been like boxing on and off for like a year, but it was always like I never found my place. I was like, no, I seriously want to get good at this. And I kept finding like boxing fitness classes. And I was like, okay,
Right.
this is cool. And then I found this amazing place. I want to plug them, but I also don't want people to know where I work out. So I'll err on the side of caution. But I found this
By the way,
amazing.
yeah, most of these people are good, but I got a few trolls in here.
I mean,
I'm like in
listen.
this thing where a lot of podcasts just fight with each other. I don't do that. I don't sit there and make fun of other.
You don't beef?
No, I don't beef. I try. Beef comes my way whether I want it or not. Beef shows.
Of course, you're a public figure.
Beef is at my doorstep all the time, but like I'm not gonna fuel it. I'm not gonna play into it. So
all you have to do, you have to suck the oxygen out so the flame goes out. That's that's what I try to do.
Every time I
but
see
yeah,
Danny Polachuk's like, dude, your podcast world is insane. So
I know. I really don't know that much about it, so that's why I'm always erring on the side of caution. I will say,
yes, err on the side of caution at all time.
My Instagram and I'll just plug it now, my OnlyFans, which I started
you got
like
an
a month
OnlyFans.
ago.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll get into that, but I will say like my demographic on both of those. First of all, my Instagram, and I don't know how I feel about this. I wish it was more balanced, but according to my statistics, it's like 82% male followers, which is kind of upsetting because I'm like, are people just following me because they don't think I'm funny, because they think I'm hot? Because I know a lot of really attractive female comedians who are like one of the girlies and have a ton of female followers. And I'm like, damn, how do I get to that? So I'm still trying to figure it out. But a lot of those followers have spilled into my OnlyFans. And honestly, I've only found people to be super respectful. Even the odd people that start off as trolls. And then if I kind of interact with them, like if someone troll comments on my thing and I kind of interact, like I've had a couple people that now are like returning trolls, but it's like an inside joke between two of us. And like I've befriended them.
Welcome to my podcast. That's a lot of, but then I also get trolls that just stay trolls and become more trolls. So be wary. Be wary. Yeah, you got to be wary. You got to be cautious.
Which is why I will not tell people about my boxing gym. But if you did find it out and came there, I mean, I just have like 2 giant trainers who would kick your ass. Like no question.
What's up with comics and boxing? Norman said he started boxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's I can't even picture that. Just like comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we
Boxing.
go. Hey. Queef.
1-2, like talk about a 1-2 punch.
Hey.
But
Queef.
yeah, I
Queef.
can't I can't imagine
Gay.
him
That's
boxing
gay.
and just not yes. But I don't know. I think
The
it's
Jews, the blacks, the Jews.
yeah,
the
and
blacks.
then his trainer just being like, "Can you turn this off? Like I'm going to punch you in the face if you don't stop bidding." So I would say probably the same thing as comics and running. I've also it's a way to get it out, and not only I don't really like running. I get very bored running, and boxing is such amazing cardio, but you're also learning a skill. So it's like where I go has this amazing mix of fitness and technique too, and like the trainers really care. So I told them I was like, I want to spar by the end of the year. Like I'm not in this for fitness necessarily. Like I'm in this because I'm obsessed with like Kill Bill and Lara Croft, and I'm a fucking dork. And I'm like I took up archery after playing Tomb Raider, and I'm like, no, I want to be like a fighting machine. I don't care that I'm in my 30s and like want to start, but
You want you want to start fighting.
I do. I really want to start. Well, we'll see. I'm going to start with like sparring with like the whole helmet and the mouth guard thing, but I really do want to like I think there's just like that in me. And it's also really I think any physical skill or any physical like you learn mental fortitude, which is great. Like it's like the more physical trials you put yourself through, the more mentally strong you are. And I think it's like honestly a really good like trick like I'm like metaphor for comedy and for any creative goals. It's like keep going, keep persevering, learn this new skill, like don't quit, blah blah blah. So it's like you tap into that in a way more direct way.
Yeah, I don't know. Boxing also seems like in a weird way. I know it's like, but it seems like easier on your body than let's say playing basketball. Like I feel it on my knees from playing for years. Like now when I jump, I evaluate, like I think of my knees. I can't just jump to jump. Like not like I could.
You're
jump.
like, is this really worth it? Can I make this? You call timeout. You're like, hey guys, sorry, I just got to assess the like the angle of this play.
Yeah, like I'll feel like in my knee a little bit, and even though I could physically jump, my body's like, calm down, dude. Calm down.
Yeah.
My body's
yeah.
like,
you really have to. Like my knees started kind of like I felt it the other day when I was doing stairs, and I was like, oh no. And I literally started like purposely kind of limping.
Yeah, it's like I could have blown an MCL right there. Relax. I can't be on crutches for the next 6 months. I don't have the best health insurance.
In New York, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, you don't have the best health insurance, and that's also even if you're on Medicare or Medicaid right now, man, it's gonna be kicked to the curb. But yeah, not to get political. I won't get political. I'm not, you know.
I think there's always going to be some sort. Like I think with everything that happened with the Luigi situation, there's always going to be some form of affordable health care. There just has to be.
Yeah.
There has to be. They can't just leave people out in the blue. Don't scare me.
I don't think it's going to be dismantled. Yeah, no, I also don't know enough. I don't know anything. No. So all I can be is like come up with weird hypothetical situations. Like everyone should share health. Like I'm just going to go insane and like not sound liberal or conservative. I'm just going to sound like a fucking moron.
Yeah, just talk about your OnlyFans. Where can they find
My OnlyFans is just me being a talking head for like political commentary. That would be so funny. It's like my banner is just this like super slutty picture, and then you log on and it's just me talking conspiracy theories. There's got to still be a market for people to get off on that, but that's not me.
No, I'm done with the news. But I think there's always going to be some sort of affordable health care, just because they can't go back the other way. And if anything, with everything that happened, that's a wake-up call. When you're a CEO and whatever your business is, and a CEO gets shot, and your first thing is, oh, can you please take my picture off the website? Can we do that? That means you're doing some shady shit. Your business is not on the up and up. You know you're in an evil practice.
You're like, I gotta start running some promos, maybe have a punch card or something. Like I gotta appease a little bit.
Yeah, the fact they didn't even cancel that fucking meeting. They literally stepped over his dead body to go into the shareholder meeting. They didn't even give a shit. Like, oops, excuse me. I guess he's
They're
out.
like, how do we make this about us? Also, hi, New Jersey
and
Ranger.
also,
Nice to meet you too.
I will say this. Also, say what you want. If you're one of those shareholders, you see that dead CEO on the sidewalk, you're like, that guy was a company man. We needed another guy like him. All he gave a shit was about was our pockets. We need another one of him.
So you're saying that they're just going.
He was a hero for them. Let's not cut each other out. Let me go on this rant. He was a hero.
Go, do it.
No, now I'm done. But I'm saying he was a hero for them. All he did is make them all richer. If anything, they should have been like, put him on bring him in there, prop up his body and be like, yay to this guy. Because all he did is make them rich. That's all he did.
Didn't they kind of do that? Didn't shareholders maybe like do that low key?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
it was like a vigil.
The stock dropped for like a week and a half and then immediately went right back up.
Higher than it was before?
And I don't think it went as high, but it dipped and then it went right back up. So it meant nothing. It was like people like, ooh, let's dump the stock. This is blood money. And then literally 2 weeks later, like, now's the time to buy. It's slow. Like they're immediately like,
they're like, I will take it back.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we just look, it was $100. Now it's only $72. Now's the time to buy. Let's buy. It's only going to go up, and it's been going up since. So
this is why we can't have nice things.
No.
It's all too human nature. Dog eats dog.
Yeah.
If anything, we'll be our best selves for like a week tops, and then just go right back to it. Because like we need a Tesla truck.
Yeah. New Jersey Ranger, who's a good egg. He's actually a good egg. I met him in person. He was at my birthday
saying,
party.
Nice to meet you. And he did a little hat tip. I love that.
I see you got a new background, Ray. Good for you. Sean Penn is a known Pat Dixoner of women. That is to say, he has a pass. Nice to meet you, Gracie. He's so I guess Sean Penn's got a not good reputation with women.
Yeah, he has a reputation of being like quite abusive. But you know, if Sean Penn's listening to this, I'm not gonna not say that. But great actor. We Fast Times at Ridgemont High almost makes up for all of his.
He was good in Carlito's Way.
Yeah, that's gotta count for something.
Yeah, he was. I've always liked him as an actor. That is like also insulting when they had him play like the special needs kid in I Am Sam, and like meanwhile there's real special needs people that could have easily played the special needs person.
That was right. It was like 15 years before we figured all that out. Like, I mean, there was also like Claire Danes playing I forgot her name. That I feel like that's happened so often, and now we're just getting to the point where it's like, well, we can find these people IRL. I think there's too much public resistance now to pull that shit anymore, but still, great performance, Sean Penn.
Yeah, great soundtrack.
I haven't thought about him in years.
Yeah, why did we bring him up again? What happened with Sean Penn
I brought up Charlie Theron being single for 10 years by choice, just like you.
Okay.
And then we went down to Sean Penn rant.
Whenever I think of Charlie Theron, I just think of she did that weird poop video where she's like sitting on a toilet talking about poop, and it's pretty weird. Yeah,
that's what you think of?
It was a viral video, and people were like concerned about her. She's literally sitting on a toilet ranting about. I'll see if I could find it.
I think Furiosa and her Academy Award, but I like that.
I just think of her.
I like that.
Crying for
Sometimes the things that are most memorable are not your finest work. You know, should I have a meltdown on stage and then go viral?
It comes up right away. Charlie Theron sitting on toilet.
Guys, are we fact checking this? Are your people fact checking it?
Right here. I'm going to play the video right now. This is.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
This is so that when I think of Charlie Theron, I don't think of all her. I just think of this video. But this is on Funny or Die, which was a website. So maybe this is supposed to be a funny video. But this is. I thought this was real. I did not realize this might have been supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe she was such a good job of playing it so straight.
Following it
Sitting on a toilet. 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 Sitting on a toilet.
What's this? Watching
I love this.
Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet.
How many awards has she won? How many Oscars?
She's won one Oscar, I think more nominations. I love seeing shit like this. I love when like esteemed people just get so weird because like I'm sure that this is the shit they all, pun intended, that they all want to do. You know, where it's like they're like, I'm so sick of being serious and going on these bullshit interviews and going to Oscars party. All I want to do is be like a deranged influencer. So props to her. Maybe I get why you brought this up. This is a real her.
This is a real her. Here,
Yeah.
we're halfway through. Wait for the big
Oh,
payoff.
keep going.
Sitting on a toilet. Yeah, sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Yeah, sitting on a toilet.
And she's doing the same joke over and over. All right. You got to let it.
Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet.
I can't look away.
Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Now flush. Where's my spray?
There you go. Charlie Theron, everybody. And the Oscar goes to.
That's what that was her second nomination. It was for most deranged actress. Wow.
That's when I think of Charlie Theron, that's all I think about is that video.
I can't not think about it anymore. She's like one of my idols. Loved Furiosa.
And
Think
you
she's so
sit on a
badass.
toilet at least once or twice a day. You sit on a toilet.
I don't actually. As a
You
woman,
hover? And a woman in New York City, you hover?
I don't exert any bodily needs. I don't eat. I don't, I'm basically a robot. So, I'm so sorry.
MGD, she's a good egg. Ray's birthday's on Monday. How about throwing a polite, decent belly dance sesh for our boy live now? Oh,
You don't want that.
You
It's gonna
don't
be like the most I can do. Like when I'm not in the zone, like I'm a terrible fucking dancer. So like when I go out, you would think like, oh, she's like a sex worker. She like when I'm Charlize Theron sexy in the club, and then I'm sitting on the toilet Charlize Theron the rest of the time. So if I were to dance for you, I'd be like, and everyone would be like, I will pay you to stop. It's a lot of like pointiness. It's a lot of like elbows and like fingers and all this stuff. It's giving Six Flags man. So this is my birthday dance to you, Ray.
yeah.
Yeah, guys. Just a little preview of my OnlyFans, okay?
It's
one of those things like on porn sites where it's like you will
Yeah.
come in 10 seconds. And then it's just like
it's not unusual to be loved with anyone. Not unusual to be loved with anyone.
yeah, and like you can't even see my legs. They're gone. Yeah.
Yes.
Very again, I'm a noodle. I'm one of those blow up noodles.
Also,
That's
like
what I am.
if I'm dancing, I gotta like warm up too a little bit, get the knees going, because like I said, I'm old. If I hear
You have
Bobby
to do
Brown,
so if you're out to the club, you got to stretch.
I don't really go to clubs anymore. I'm not going to club. I'm not a club guy. And also
I think
like
it's more a figure of speech,
yeah,
like a night out where dancing ensues.
just something. If I get to a place and there's a line to get in, I'm already like, this isn't going to be my vibe. I'm like, I'm going to go to Applebee's.
Yeah, which there might be a longer line for depending on the night. So you gotta really cut to the front of that Applebee's with a VIP pass. Depending on where it is.
It's like I'll just go to Uno's.
No, I hear you. I've never been, even when I was in my 20s, I was probably like more of an old lady in my 20s. Like I probably go out more now, but even if I go out now, it's like I go to like, do you know like Jupiter Disco? Like I'll go to some little bar that has music and I'll like end up there and it's with like my best friends. I'm never like dressing up in a little skirt to go, like no, unless I'm going somewhere to make money.
Yeah, the other thing I'll say too, like as a comedian, like I mean, that's like kind of like our club or whatever. Like if I'm going,
Totally.
I'll just wait for a lady to say something to me at a comedy club as opposed to going out somewhere trying to. I'm not gonna hit on a lady. If
You
that
definitely
makes sense.
shouldn't. No.
No, I definitely.
Yeah. You're just opening with like, hey, check out this Charlie Theron.
Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet.
You spend too much
Sitting on a
time
toilet?
podcasting in your house to like have a one-liner in a normal situation. Wait for them to come to you after a show. You know.
But thank you for that. Hey, Slick Watts, Teamster Tim's Gracie is cuter. My buddy Teamster Tim, he's got a dog named Gracie.
I believe it. Honestly, I can't compete with what
I'm gonna see
what
if I
kind
have
of
a
dog
picture
do you
of
have, TT? Slick Watts. TT's Grace is cuter. Who's TT?
Oh,
He's not, Slick Watts is not talking about his dog. He's talking about TT's dog.
this Teamster Tim's dog. There's Gracie.
No competition. Honestly, you could just start an OnlyFans for her where she's just lying on the couch. It would be, oh, it's a little pit.
Yeah, it's a little pit. She's got arms that are like this long. She's like all muscle, but her arms are literally
So
like
cute. That's
yeah.
why I love pits, because they're just like all kind of like vastly different proportions. And they're just like the best of pugs and the best of big dogs. Okay. Yep. Slick Watts. I cannot disagree.
Can't come.
I gotta.
She's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah. She's really cute.
So
Probably has
yeah.
better ass too.
Yeah, you tons more cop out. Ray has a space heater because he's poor, not for women. Oh, you were implying I have a space heater for the ladies,
No, I was implying that like if you run cold, that's like a very, new wave masculine thing to admit, because you guys are usually like, no, put it to like 55 at all times. And then it's like if I ever go into an office, like I'm always fucking cold because I know the men are in charge of the temperature. So it's like all the women are like wrapped up in fucking towels and ponchos and stuff. And they're just dudes like, nope, I don't feel anything. I'm strong. So that's what I was saying.
So that's what you're saying. I wear thermals. I get sinus infections pretty easy. I always got to wear like a thermal or a sweater. I'm always like a little cold, but also I think it's because I don't
That's what you should open with at bars.
This drink is from the guy wearing the thermal. The guy in the thermal would like to buy you a drink.
He's always cold. He's so fucking cold all the time. You guys could just like shiver together in winter.
The old guy in the Cleveland Indians cap wants to buy you a
hot toddy. It's August. Yup.
He wants to know if you want any appetizers from Applebee's. Can he send some chicken quesadillas your way?
No, not delivery. He brought them. They're leftovers, actually.
Yeah,
I see no problem.
Yeah, they're still warm. I don't see what the big deal
and
is.
I didn't even take a bite. No, I took a bite out of that one, but that means it's good. I tested it.
Yeah.
No weird shit happening.
Dick Fitzwells, who's a good egg. What do we get for $10 and his soul brother? He might be trying to get me to say something weird with the B cup.
Tu beaucoup.
Yeah.
Tu beaucoup.
I don't
Elaborate, Dick Fitzwells.
No, he's
please.
probably trying to. It's probably one of those words where he's trying to get you to say it fast, so it comes off something inappropriate. So be careful. You know how like The Simpsons, like
yeah,
one of those things to maybe try to. So yeah, you don't gotta.
Okay, I'm also so fucking gullible, so I'll just say it a ton, and then everyone will get it, and then I'll be like, what? What racial slur did I just say?
Yeah,
Dick Fitzwell.
Dick Fitzwell. Dick. Come on, he's got a very mature name, Dick Fitzwell.
Dick Fitzwell. Look up my OnlyFans. I think you'd be maybe not a big spender, but a constant interactor, and that mwah.
Get it? The Dick Fitzwell. The Dick Fitzwell. Ah, see? He's not
Dick
trying to
Fitzwell, that's not really a self brag. It's like isn't that the whole thing that men want to be like, you can't even handle it. I want to split you
handle
open.
this. You can't even handle
it's like, no, it fits well. It's slender. It's long, but it's thin. It's like a pool noodle. Dick
Yeah.
fits well.
Wait till the blue
Yeah.
chews kick in. This is happening.
Yeah, exactly. It would be better. Dick fits poor. Dick fits poorly.
Dick fits
Dick-
poorly.
And then do a French word. Dick too big.
Dick too big. Dick too big. There you go. Dick too big. There you go.
Dick,
And you can be like Tupac. You could put the 2 in there. Dick
yeah.
too big.
Yeah.
Dick, the letter
Too
2.
big.
Too big.
Yeah, like TOU. And then big is hard to disguise. But I believe in you, Dick Fitzwell. You keep doing you.
You know someone's got to have that vanity plate, like D too big. Someone's got to have.
Yeah,
you think the DMV will let you have that?
Probably. I mean, but they have a D too small, and we all know that. I think one of my favorite license plates jokes are from Arrested Development, where if you're familiar with it, Tobias always is like inadvertently very gay and very sexual,
Right.
and he has
He's a never nude.
Yeah, he's never nude also, but he has 2 accidental license plates. One is like I'm a new start, but it's spelled ANUSTART. And so Lucille's like, someone tell anus tart over here.
Anus, so it says anus tart.
It says like, he's like, no, it says a new start. And she's like, she just like keeps calling him anus start. It's amazing. Yeah.
That was always a funny running joke. 'Cause it was in Blue Man Group. So even if David Cross wasn't in the episodes, you would just see like blue fingerprints on the cards.
Just like along the. Oh, that was so good. I never got into the new ones, which I think is like a pretty common opinion, but I fucking loved the old ones. I think I still have DVDs of theirs somewhere.
I didn't even know they had new ones.
Yeah, a few years ago, because there was like a whole cult following, and then Netflix came out with like I think 2 more seasons, but they just, I don't know, it didn't feel the same. It was very like overcomplicated, but I will still constantly oh yeah, the other one was he goes, I'm an analysis, like I'm an analyzer, and I'm also a therapist. So it was anal rapist, but it just looked like anal rapist. So
oh Jesus,
that was great. That was really great, guys. Just reminiscing about my favorite TV show.
No go. We don't read weird things here. If they get too weird, I can't put them up. Diablo Sandwich, Gracie, real question. Why does the new wave of women comics feel the need to have OnlyFans? Financial or insecurity that comedy doesn't stand on its own? This is from Diablo Sandwich. He's your therapist.
Yeah, he's my anal rapist. No, I think that's a solid question. I think I'll start with like my own experience. My own experiences as someone who comedian, writer. I also had side gigs. I also danced. Last year I was shooting my film, and I just for 10 years multiplying all these things, and like I just was so burnt out. And this was the same reason why I started dancing too. I was doing all these things and I was bartending. I have like crazy student loans. So when I graduated, my payments were $2,000 a month.
Damn.
And I was like, and I still have 90 left. And so I was like, for the longest time, I was like, I won't be able to do comedy if I can't like get, like, I can't do it. So for me, like when I started dancing, it was just like hugely financial liberating because I was making money without burning out. And so for this time for me, it is very financial. It is like a huge bonus. Like I do fine without it, but also I'm like, I like have a lot of things I want to do, and living in New York, being a comedian, all this stuff, it's like, you can't make enough money. So I was like, I'm just going to see how it's going to go. I don't think it's necessarily like insecurity that comedy can't stand on its own. I think like it's hard to make money doing comedy, especially when like you are not a full-time comedian. That is a little embarrassing to admit, but also I like a balance.
The truth of it. Yeah, you only get
And even if you do have like a good month, it's like, okay, I did a few road gigs. I got like, and if you're not full time, you're like, okay, I got like 4K, whatever, from like these things, you know, if you're not big. And then it's like the next month is, so it's, for me, it's definitely financial. It is a fun way to connect with my fans in a different way, which sounds really weird. And also like, it's a different side of me.
What do you do on I think it's all the sides of you. If you're doing it correctly, the only
Yeah, it's getting there. For the first, I've been like slowly ramping up in my content, and I'm like, it's gonna be out there. I've been thinking about it for like a couple years, but for me, it's literally like money, and I'm making more than I would with like 2 other combined side gigs, and it's like freed up a lot of time. I'm able to do more comedy. I'm able to have calmer days. Like that's like really what it is for me.
There you go.
I'm not looking to be a famous like porn thing. Guys,
I
what is it with
am.
me singing and dancing?
Cra-
Like, am
yeah.
you
You
are looking
don't
to be a
have to.
famous porn?
Hey, Gracie,
You're like, it's just
I'm-
me eating mozzarella sticks fully clothed.
Yeah. That's
9
it.
layers.
And the whole thing, I look at this, ladies, I got none of it on my sweater. Oh, yeah.
I have had some men ask me, like, what could I offer as a man on OnlyFans? And I was like, you could probably just like listen. Like that might be, but it might not be worth your money. Like it's a lot of crushing thoughts.
Why, do you talk a
so-
lot on it? I've never joined anyone's OnlyFans.
Oh no, I'm saying as a man, they're like, wait, you're doing well. Can I get on OnlyFans and be a creator? But what could I offer for like straight women? And I was like, well, you could just like listen. You could offer like the boyfriend experience. You could just like have a live stream of you cooking. I don't know.
People want me to do a live stream. I'm doing a live stream cooking next week in New York City. People want it. They want me to.
Are you good cook? You're
No.
Italian, so what are you just like making sauce?
No, I think I'm making eggs. I think grilled cheese sandwich.
Not even like a French classic omelet. You're like, I'm just
Nah.
microwaving eggs and people pay me money.
I'll do a Diablo sandwich, which I just saw. That's
That's
from
the same
Smokey.
thing.
That's from Smokey and the Bandit. Jackie Gleason. I
Nice.
watched that movie the other day because of Diablo sandwich. It's a good movie. I don't get the end when they.
I don't know
complete
it,
the mission.
but he's gonna answer.
I just saw it for the. I saw it when I
Yeah.
was a kid, but I didn't remember it. Sally Ride's in it. She's great. She was a good-looking lady, Sally Ride.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds.
Wait,
He's
Sally
the hunk.
Field?
Yeah.
Sally Field.
Not-
Okay,
not-
I'm like Sally Ride the astronaut.
no,
Yeah.
no,
I'm
Sally
like,
Field.
wow, so multifaceted.
Jackie Gleason, who is Ralph Cramden in The Honeymooners. He's like the sheriff. It's a good movie, but like, yeah, they all like help out Bandit do this. I don't know why. I guess he's just there to like get the cops off the road so they don't get the truck that's carrying all the Coors Light. They're smuggling Coors Light. I didn't know. I don't know how. It
Why
works
would you
back in those
smuggle out of all the things? Be like,
days. Beer.
I don't know. You can
Beer.
probably, but why Coors Light? Why not be like, doesn't Heineken have like a higher resale value or something? Like at least
I don't
feel like a
know.
good heady topper.
They were just smuggling Coors Light from Texas to Florida, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even get the plot. Doesn't even make sense. And
I want to see this. I'm
they're
hooked.
all
Yeah.
chasing Sally Field, the sheriff, Jackie Gleason, because she stood up someone he knows for a wedding. Like Jackie Gleason seems to care that she's a bride that stood up the groom, but no one else seems to care. But for some reason, Jackie Gleason is
Wait,
hell
he's
bent-
the sheriff?
Yeah, he's not even the one marrying the woman, but he's like got to go find
Maybe
his
he'd
runaway
gotten
bride.
burned before. If there's ever a prequel, maybe he's gotten burned before and now this is personal.
And then they complete the mission, and then he's like, "I'm going all the way up to Boston to go get some clam chowder." Like that's his,
And that's
none
how
of-
it ends?
Yeah, none of it makes sense. None of it.
Should I get really high and watch it and it'll be like, this makes perfect sense it's
Yeah.
a metaphor for communism. I got it.
You could watch it for free online, but yeah, that's essentially
Nice.
none of the movie makes. It's all right. It's entertaining. Burt Reynolds and Sally Ride, we'll call her that. It's not
Sally Ride. Sally Ride the astronaut, multifaceted.
Yeah. But it doesn't even make sense, a movie, but it's all right. It's entertaining, but at the same time, none of it literally makes sense. I guess that's the charm that there's
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
no real
there should
reason.
be more films like that. Well, I watched Amelia Perez recently, and that didn't make any fucking sense, but in a less fun way than this movie sounds.
It was there was
but-
a Smokey and the Bandit too, so it was a hit. What year is it?
I haven't
Was it
even seen one. If I watch two, will I understand?
I think doesn't really matter.
It's like watching like Paddington Bear 2. You're like, no, I gotta watch the first one if it's gonna make any sense.
No,
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit, 1977.
Nice. I'll check it
So,
out. I need good. If anyone listening on here has good recs for like, I'm this year, one of my things is like just really building out comedy knowledge. Oh, this is it?
The Smokey.
It
There's Burt
looks
Reynolds.
sick. Oh, you know what's funny about this film is at the end of Anchorman, which is like formative comedy for me, one of my favorites. They have a blooper reel, and then the very last blooper in the blooper reel in the credits is an outtake randomly from Smokey and the Bandit. They have
Yeah.
like a bunch of outtakes from the actual film Anchorman, and then the last one is Burt Reynolds saying her Sally Field's line, and she's like, "That's my line." No, that's my line. And then it's them cracking up, and like that's the end of the blooper reel. And I was like, someone
Yeah.
on that Anchorman team was a Smokey and the Bandit.
I mean,
fan.
the movie was a big deal. I mean, it's entertaining. It's not the worst, of course. There's always an ad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
love
this
it.
is a review. One of the last American frontiers is the open road, and the men who drove the 18-wheelers across the paved wilderness are the ones who provide our modern legend, according to Jerry Reed's main credit song for Smokey and the Bandit. I want to see whether they say it's good or not. Burt Reynolds stars as the bandit.
Well,
A
look
dev-
on Rotten Tomatoes, or if you're real fucking cinephile, look on Letterboxd. But I feel like this is very Americana. This is it's giving Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, he's got a Reynolds
You
performs
know.
an offhand, easy style, creates engaging character that should please. Yeah, I mean it's entertaining, but when you read this, when you actually think about the story, it's kind of unnecessary. But it was
Maybe
a hit.
that's what
It was
makes it great. There's
was
no why.
Yeah,
You
He's
know,
a-
sometimes
he's-
that's how it is in life, though. There's people act nonsensically just for doing it. There was a article recently where a woman fucked like 500 people in 24 hours or whatever, and you're like, why? For free, I think.
Yeah,
There was
and
something. I'm getting the numbers wrong. But
who's the
it
guy
was-
that would want to get in line for that?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
have
like-
no, unless they're first.
Yeah,
But even I don't know. Let's fact check this. I haven't seen one article about it. It's one of those things that's only word of mouth. Just like the good old days. I just
good old
I went
days.
to a bar and I say, tell me tales of what's going on. Give me the skinny. Like you do in like a video game or something.
Dabble Sandwich. Thanks for the response. Make sure Ray gets you the $200.
The $200 for what? Did I
No,
say
they're
$200
doing
or
it.
is it
No,
inside
no, they're. Sometimes when I make money, I'll like when I make good money, I'll be able to pay the gas. But if I don't make great, I obviously can't. So I can't always pay my gas. But
Well, if
yeah,
anyone wants me to get paid, but can't, but you know, Ray fucking, I gotta hunt him down for my $7 or whatever. I'll plug it later. But yeah, subscribe to me, and yeah, right now I have a trial going. So link in my bio for a month free, a whopping $5 subscription. Yeah, if you want to support me, subscribe, and you don't even have to buy shit. I mean, buy shit, but you can just like all my, like follow, like
There
all
you
my
go.
shit, you know? Yeah, it's fun. I have a really good time interacting with my fans and shit.
Yeah, sometimes I do fantastic, and like I feel like I have to get my gas money, and then some. I think last time you did it, was able to give you some money for doing it.
Yeah. Also, don't. Yeah, you did,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm here for the.
But they're just trying to
I'm
do
here for the
that.
vibes.
Yeah, they're trying to do that to. Yes, follow her on Instagram. Ray's favorite movie is Birth of. That is not true. Birth of a Nation. Even I know what that movie is. That's not true. I never saw
My favorite
them.
is Cannibal Holocaust. So you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and yeah, I have a VHS of it. So you know, we all have our things.
I don't even know if you could find that. Like, I'd be afraid to even put that movie into a search engine to watch it. Like, even if you wanted to watch it just for
Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think. Yeah, you don't want that in your like
Search.
Spectrum history. You don't want that. Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
be like, yeah, that
But
movie.
I do believe it's your favorite movie, and I will be starting a rumor.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, gonna tear down your reputation. You're never gonna be able to give a woman mozzarella sticks in a thermal
No
ever
more.
again. They're gonna recognize you.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Jack Brennan, 666. Your guess is cute. If you're not trying to smash, then I can't fathom why you're even talking to her about womanly blah blah. Womanly blah blah. That's my favorite song.
Jack Brennan, it's because he has a space heater and he's
I
in
have a
touch with his
space heater.
feelings.
Yes.
Also, what is womanly shit? We're talking about Smokey and the Bandit. Like,
Yeah. Who's playing?
and
Hey,
like how
lady.
Sean Penn is violent. It's like all this womanly girl talk. God.
This womanly girl stuff. I don't know if
Trying
you
to smash. That's one of my favorite sayings. It's
trying
so
to
vile. You trying to smash? It's like, oh.
What's
Ugh,
up, bro? Do
Jack
chicks say
Brennan
that?
only smashes. I say that because I'm more disgusting than most men. Especially like when I talk offline, when I talk to like my friends and stuff, like whenever I talk to my roommate, I just try to gross him out as much as possible. And he's just like, what? You're so like, what? This is so unnecessary. Like first thing in the morning, I get a lot of joy out of being a cute girl who says disgusting shit.
I mean, yeah, you're allowed. No one's going to take. Then
Yeah.
again, like I'm a comic, so John Gilbunny. Again, today's my birthday. Can Gracie sing? I will sing you happy birthday. How about that, John?
Not
Happy
for
birthday.
$2, John
Yes.
Gull Bunny. Not for
Yes.
$2.
Yes. If I'll tell you what, John Gilbunny, if you super chat her more than $2 and she sings it, I will send her that money. It'll go all to Gracie.
I would
There you
honestly, my
go.
realistic thing for that would be $25, and I'd give a $20 discount I'd give a $5 discount. Yeah, but that's more humiliating to me than anything I post on my OnlyFans, which by the way is not,
Singing
I don't
happy
find humiliating. Yeah, I'm like me doing comedy is more humiliating. than what I do on my- Ugh, like people were like, are you going to be scared that your shit's out there? I'm like, I post clips of my comedy. Like, do you realize how disgusting that is? Like, that's so much more ick than anything I could post with, like, you know.
So it's
Anyway.
out there. It's out there.
It's out there. Subscribe. Don't be a dick. You know, I also don't care. Like, I'm dead inside. I just made a movie about sex. Okay. And who said that Diablo sandwich? I'm adding this on to my answer, which is like I feel like a lot of comedians who are getting into OnlyFans are in their 30s, and that's because we do not give a shit anymore. When you're younger, like, Ma, what if I run for office? And we don't care. We do not like fuck it. We know we're all deeply nihilistic.
Do you know other women that do it too? Like you talk
I
to them?
do.
Like,
I
yeah.
do. I'm not going to plug them on here.
Yeah, don't know, yeah.
But yeah, I do. And I have one friend where we started around the same time, like a little over a month ago, and we've kind of been like figuring it out together. And then I know people, I think Carrie Fian is pretty open about it. Yeah.
She's been on
I haven't
this
talked to her
podcast
about
before.
it, but she's made like from what I hear, she's like made it her full-time thing and makes a killing, and or maybe she doesn't do it anymore. I don't know. But I think she like a lot like kind of paved the way for it to be okay for that.
She's
crossover.
a trailblazer.
Yeah,
she's a pioneer.
And we're like, okay. Yeah, so that's also adding is you got to not care.
She's a leader.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, do you have beef?
No, I love Karen.
Okay, all right.
She's been on this podcast before. I got to get her back
Good.
on here. She said she'll do it again. I gotta hit her
Good.
back up.
Yeah.
No,
Tell her
Karen's
to give me
great.
tips.
She's a trailblazer, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
What would she be? Who else is a trailblazer? I was gonna say she's the Rosa Parks of OnlyFans, but no, that's not. That's not. That doesn't even apply.
And back to Birth of a Nation. No.
Yeah. Who's the first one? Trying to think who's the first one to do
I
something.
honestly don't know. I'm still learning my OnlyFans history. You know, I'm still learning about the lore.
Who's the
but
first woman to be a senator? Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know.
First
She's the
female senator.
Was Ruth Bader Ginsburg the first woman on the Supreme Court? I don't think so.
She did something. Rebecca Felton
She's the
was
Rebecca
the first.
Felton.
She's the Rebecca Felton of OnlyFans. She's the first female senator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and she wasn't even elected. She was appointed to fill a vacancy on October 3rd, 1922. First
hate
one
to see it.
Felton served only 24 hours after taking oath, but her historic appointment paved the
She
way.
only served 24 hours. she was like a light stand-in. She was like a lighting stand-in on set, where it's like just be here in the pose, and then oh, that's tragic.
Yeah, so she was appointed senator October 3rd, 1922, and she served only 24 hours after taking oath, but a historic appointment paved the. So why did she get ousted? Now I'm curious. What happened to Rebecca Felton?
I mean, she was probably like a man came along and was like, "Where's your father?" And then like we don't even have to guess. It's just like someone came in and like slapped her on the ass and was like, "You can move over, toots. time to bolster segregation." Like that's exactly what happened.
There's Rebecca Felton.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like a dude, so maybe that's why. Oh, she was a slave
Wow,
owner.
really the intelligent hot takes on here.
Yeah.
She looks like a fucking dude, man. Let's smash. Would not smash. Where's John Brennan 666 when you need him?
Was an American writer, politician, and slave owner. Ow. Okay. That's she was a slave owner. That's not good.
Oh, she was a white supremacist. So maybe we don't want to call anyone. Oh. Oh my God.
What's that?
Look at, she was majorly in favor of oof.
What was she majorly in favor of? Something not good?
I don't even want to say it, but basically hanging black people.
All right. So
wow. This is not a Wikipedia page we want to support.
I
guess
women,
yeah.
that's you know what? That's what set women back. This was your trailblazer, and she was a horrible person. That's why only 24 hours.
God, I cannot remember which fucking comedian said this, but it's like maybe I can't remember, but it's like, let's talk about like, well, all white women are pretending that they're, and I'm half white, so I'm not saying it as like a white people, like I'm not, but he has a great joke, and it's like, we want to all like white women now want to pretend like they're victims, and we all know like back in slave times, like they were just still in the back, like peeking through the blinds, like no, I'm not gonna. It's like, stop acting like you're. Yeah, sure. You're just like a dude. Haven't heard that from. Oh wow, 1,000 others successful. Wow, and he has a little Hitler mustache. Oh my God,
Jack Brennan.
Oh my God, Jack, you must be so happy in whatever basement in Philadelphia you're in. Wow, I hope you and your girlfriend are very happy.
He's that's not his real name. This is not. It's a picture of. It's a picture of Kevin Brennan with the Hitler mustache. By the way, that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, sure.
No, I love a good troll. Look, he gave $10, so I'll just take from every disparaging comment. Right, I'll just take that money.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You're just like a dude. LOL. Haven't heard from 1,000 other unsuccessful slits who haven't been able to land a wealthy man yet. Would smash though.
Who says I haven't been able to land a wealthy man?
Don't.
I have landed multiple wealthy men and taken them for all they're worth, and then
there you go, Jack Brennan.
Yeah, really like been carted around the world, literally been bought, all kinds of shit. So
you don't got to take him
multiple.
Personally. Yeah, don't.
No, I won't.
Yeah, he's. They usually insult. Is Gracie a foot fetish model? That's.
I can be, but like people on my fans aren't into that. I can be. Someone asked for it, you know.
Oh, so that's how they do it? You can like make requests?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. You send out your like regular stuff and then you can order off the menu.
Oh, you got like a menu? Oh man.
Well, like I don't really have a menu, but it's like you have your the business aspect of it is very fascinating. But you have like your, 2 to 3 time mass things that you send out, and then sometimes people are like, can you blah blah blah, well blah blah blah, and then yeah, someone asked, like, they asked anything from like filthy stuff to someone was like, can you film you going on an imaginary date with me? And I was like, okay, acting chops, okay, let's method act, let's get into yeah.
I guess that's not bad, man. You're making money doing it. Good for you.
Yeah. That's the theme of this. It's that and Smokey and the Bandit too.
Yeah, and
Don't
forget that.
disparage
Don't disparage basement dwellers, lady. Sorry, right? Yeah, basement dwellers' lives matter.
yeah, exactly. It's like, if anything, you're stronger because you don't need natural light.
Thank you.
You're like vampires or
There's
something.
like one
where it's
window.
like, we'll live for yeah, amazing. And it's like you're like, I'm just reminded that life is hard and there's always like hope.
You.
And so it's like, it makes you talk about mental fortitude, man.
Yeah. And Jack Brennan was being a punk today. He's just
oh,
it's
I don't
good
care.
natured,
I don't care. I'm just trying to Ray, I've been doing comedy for many, many years. The shit I've seen and heard from like that does not, Jack Brennan with a Hitler mustache does not even crunch the top 50%. I don't feel any, like, again, I don't feel anything anymore.
Yeah,
it's
Jack
so
Brennan.
great. Jack Brennan, fucking cheers to you for figuring out how to do slits instead of sluts. I love that. I've seen like bitches with an exclamation point. I've seen like a cat emoji for pussy. Never seen slits. So I might take that on.
There you go. He's a giver.
He's a giver. Yeah.
We found out the worst person ever was the first female senator.
I know, we're like, go. Oh, I actually might use that for joke fodder. Yeah, I might be like, you shouldn't support all. It's actually a very anti-feminist thing to support all women because you're bringing them down. You're bringing them down.
Well,
you're bringing us down.
Well, first I looked at that and I'm like, that's got to be a good thing. She's got to be like, I came with the positive thing, and then you see her history, and you're like, ooh.
You're like, I'm still rooting for you. I'd see there's got to be, it just keeps getting worse. Okay. Even anyone can be shitty, and that's what makes us all equal, is we can all be assholes.
MGD. Let's talk about lowest points, Gracie. I traded half noodles for a YouTube subscription. I traded half noodles for a YouTube subscription and like on a video. You?
At least MGD, like, I don't think that's that low because at least it was transactional. It's like my lowest points are just like shit I did for free. Like in my 20, it's like like when I hooked up with a man for free and it was terrible. And then being like, I didn't even get an Uber out of this. This is terrible. So
you didn't even buy you an Uber?
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, yeah. Yeah. It's like, especially like when I was first single in my 20s. So I can't, my lowest, like, okay, a lowest point. Again, I'm going to even take this away from like transactional because I haven't really lowered my price that much for anything, like, or if I do, it's like a little promo thing. But I would say my lowest point in real life was I slept with this rapper, and then while we were like post coitus, he played his rap tracks for me, which I didn't ask for. And like now in my 30s, I'd be like, get out. Like, this is the closest I've ever been to sexual assault. Out. And then after he played a couple of his tracks, while he was like bumping to them, he's like, yeah. And then he asked me to tell a joke. And I was like, no, please don't do this. He was like, come on. Like, he wore me down. So I like recited a joke and then he gave me notes on it. So I would say that was, and then after that, I was celibate for 10 months. I was like, I am so horrified.
He was your Sean Penn.
He was my, yeah, in a way. Like, I didn't get like punched, but I did hear, like, my ego took a hit. Oh God, is this gonna get me canceled? I don't think so, because like I'm just you've got to have said way worse shit on here, Ray.
Yeah, they're fine.
And B, like, I'm just stating the facts. Sean Penn and my sex life.
Um,
Just stating the facts.
is that rapper still a rapper? Like, would people be able to find him or?
Do you think I keep in touch with him?
No. I'm just asking. Is he like? Did he ever get a record contract or not really? No.
No.
No, all right.
I think he slid into my DMs a couple years ago, and he was like, "You still doing comedy?" And I was like, "Yeah." You still doing music? And he's like, "I would rather." he's like, "Yeah, I'm still doing it. I would die for my art." And I'm like, "This is," and I was like, "A, terrible. B, should I get that as a ribcage tattoo?" Like that. I'd die for my art, bro. Like, oh man, what a
I have
boner.
died doing my art before. Have you seen some of my sets? It could be pretty brutal sometimes.
Yeah, we've all died and then somehow come back to life, but it's very unglamorous when we say it. It's very, we all have. We've all kind of left our body, like Ghost the movie status, where it's like, and then you're just kind of watching yourself and you're like, this is my whole life / career flash before my eyes.
And one last gut punch before we get out of here from Dang Lizard. So you're stand-up like Ray. How do you afford food?
Have you not listened to the past hour when I do OnlyFans? All right. Even more embarrassing, not that I'm embarrassed about OnlyFans, but I do have like, I'm a designer too. So I've always done like graphic design and stuff as like a steady gig. And then, I've just accepted that like, it's okay that I don't make a majority of my income doing stand-up because like I love it. And that's leveraging other like writing gigs and stuff. I make a healthy income across all my gigs.
She gets paid. I paid you when you did my show, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And those add up.
So
and also like road gigs, like I'm doing, road gigs and stuff, but that's mostly like for exposure and fun and to like break even where I am right now, which is like embarrassing to admit, but also whatever. Like everyone has their, I had to have a slower trajectory for multiple reasons. And So that's how I afford food.
I have a very slow. It's a very slow. It's a slow climb. It's slow
and steady. We're the turtles. We're the tortoises and not the hares. And I'm okay with that. I'm gonna get real weird with my comedy too. I've had like anyway. So that's how I afford food.
One last one from Jack Brennan. You all right with it, Jack Brennan?
Jack, let's go. Oh my God. Jack, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you my whole life. Be my husband.
Who do you like less so far, Jack Brennan or the rapper that you hooked up with?
The rapper, obviously. Jack Brennan hasn't paid me one. Okay, hold on.
I have no problem with you using comedy to advance your street walking career. Same with Karen Fian. This is Jack Brennan's word, not mine, for those listening at home. Would you and would yours and her stick together like do suction cups on OnlyFans asking for a friend?
I don't know what that means.
I don't
what's
even
two suction? Like, is that like a reference? Like,
I think it's reference to boobs. That's what he's saying.
Two suction cups?
I think that's what he's saying.
No, I don't know her that well. Maybe I'd like take her out for coffee first, and then I'd like screenshot this and send it, and I'd be like, Karen, I'd be like, listen, we both know that comedy is just a stepping stone to being a full-blown prostitute, okay? And I'm talking like not a successful escort. I'm talking like tavern wench, like big skirts, cracking up, sitting on a cowboy's lap, drinking whiskey.
Hell yeah, my kind of girl.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe having like a Cockney accent. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like a wench. I don't want to be a streetwalker. I want to be a Victorian age style prostitute.
There you
Would
go.
yours and hers stick together? I don't know her brand, Jack Brennan. I really don't. My handle is professional girlfriend, so that's what I aspire to be. But I don't know. Maybe is my answer.
He's a nice man. He's the guy that was throwing around the word slitzer.
I mean, and he's also paying money. So whatever. Name the rapper. Help.
Name the rapper. Help
I'm
right. You don't
not gonna
have
name
to.
the
Don't.
rapper.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name the rapper. But you know, I shudder to remember his name. So
Is his name MC Shutter?
yeah, yes.
MC
Yes,
Shutter.
that is
I
yeah,
die for
MC.
my art.
Ugh.
I die
Oh,
for my
man.
art, baby. You know how I do
I
things.
die for my art. How can I find you? Okay, if you guys want to find me, first of all, I am like shamelessly self-promoting at this point. So
I'm
can I
gonna
can
put
I
it.
plug,
Yeah. What is it?
please? So first of all, if you could follow me on Instagram, it's my name. So save Gracie Canaan.
It's on the bottom ticker. Look at the savage.
Yeah,
Save Gracie Cannon.
Canaan.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's savage, which is so funny because it's like the opposite of my vibe. I'm like, nah, I'm not like savage. So please like follow me. You can even mute me. I don't care. Just follow me. I'm trying to get that shit up. And then if you are interested in my OnlyFans, if you go to my link tree in my bio, I have 1 month free subscription. So you can, you know, test that shit out. And yeah, please, like, you know, it'll take no time. And then if
Well,
you
what
want
is
to
your
be a real
OnlyFans? I was gonna put it in.
my OnlyFans is at professional girlfriend.
Oh, at
Um
professional girl.
yeah, and I say that because I'm a retired serial girlfriend, and now that I've decided to be perma single, I'm
Showing your support for me. I appreciate it. It's all right. We're all caught up, you punks. Thank you guys for hanging out. And yeah, it's nice. I did 2 episodes in the last 24 hours. Katie was awesome, and then Gracie was awesome as today as well. So fucking awesome. I'll leave this one up on YouTube, and you guys have a fucking wonderful weekend. All right. I love you guys. Peace. Oh, patreon.com/DeVito $3. All right. Peace.